Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your Timeless Chakra Reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Not bad, it's just spelt that way. I am a professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 books at the time of this timeless recording, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, and Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version available of Words of Grace, and you can click the link in the description box to preview it, including the table of contents, which is primarily divided into chakra chapters, different graces and different chakras. I love that book. It's really lovely. It's clean, it's pristine, it's very Kindle. The original PDF, which is a visual Fellini Film Fest, compared to the one on Kindle. Well, that's over on Patreon. You can check it out in our digital store, whether you are a subscriber or not. Some of my subscribers on Patreon get both books as a part of their benefit package, as it were, but all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common: a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream like pretty much every single morning, where we literally chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always blessing with a prayer, a blessing, a meditation, something, send us on our way. Best way for me to start the day, considering what I do for a living, and that I'm moving in the next month from Holbrook, Long Island to Saratoga Springs, and putting this house up for sale, all of that. It's a lot. Really helps. They also get all of the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s on YouTube, as well as they all get an extensive discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and readings and all of that. We'll talk about it at the end of the video if you want some more info. And I just love it. We have 2 7-day free trials for Seeker and Human. You can check us out for free for 7 days. All of the people who've done 7-day free trials have stayed subscribers because we're doing some amazing stuff over there. We're doing workshops for different levels. It's just really cool. Click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, you could just call me Mal. Hey, you gems, you truly outrageous gems. We're doing things a little bit different this way. As I mentioned, I'm moving, putting this place up for sale. Already went to contract on the new place. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It's a ½ acre of land, no HOA to deal with. I'm so thrilled. So what we're doing here is essentially a 5-card draw for the chakras. The chakra reads I usually do are much more involved. These are only 5 cards, and I've been doing these for myself for the past couple of weeks. Actually, kind of now that I think about it, right before we went to contract, because I was like, I really want this place, but it's real estate, right? Who knows? Zillow, my head on the pillow. So they make me laugh. They are so accurate, and we're doing them very different this time, including a spell to draw each card, which I use in many areas of my life. When you'll hear it, you can say, oh yeah, that's good for moving. It's a little bit of a Charmed ripoff, but not really. I will always tweak a spell to make it fit. Virgo that I am. Yeah, Mercury's retrograde at the time of this recording. Hi, Gems, if you're watching this. Yeah, great fun for us. So let's get down to it. We are going to get your first card, Caroline Mace archetype card, giving us the soul pattern that you are alchemizing from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, up here like a satellite, sending down the codes to all the other chakras, including the heart, third eye crown, which we will use the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist deck, so it's feminine energy, internal goddess energy, however you want to phrase that for yourself. Then we'll get one mythic tarot for the lower 3 chakras, looking at yourself from the outside in, like in a mirror, or you looking from the inside out at different people, places, and things, and of course mirroring can happen. Masculine energy, navigating our way through the physical world. We'll get one Whisper of Love from the Whispers of Love Oracle, Angela Hartfield, the voices of the higher selves of all involved, and we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra to help bring it into alignment, to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve. And cross-watchers, here's your opportunity. You're always welcome on my channel, but take the opportunity to get some insight, understanding, sympathy, and understanding for the Gemini you are cross-watching for. And if you do the healing mantra just for you, you are not just going to bring yourself into whatever alignment you've got going on, but helping the entire Gemini collective do the same, or at least the ones who are watching the video and doing this reading, because that's how quantum unity works. Please don't make me do math. So I guess that's about it for explanation. Let's get to the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do my best to help anybody bring their chakras together so that they shift to a more happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser, what I call the golden timeline, creating a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world for all involved. And, you know, that's unity for you. So let's do it. The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. So let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. What do the Geminis and the cross-watchers need to be aware of in the 8th chakra? Sending down the codes to all the other chakras, shifting what they attract and they repel so they can alchemize their shadow light, led to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love. Yeah, this is in the title. They all are. In this Timeless Chakra Read, you have got the wild card archetype. It's a wild card family archetype of the slave. Now, I know it's a very triggering word, as it should be, and yet there have always been slaves on the planet, right? And the slave can become master, and that's the thing with the wild card. You never know how it's going to show up. I have had clients over the decades who have been a slave to the corporation they work for, right? A slave to an addiction, a slave to all sorts of. So let me read you what's on this card. Our beloved Caroline Mace, MYSS PhD, has written a shadow attribute on the bottom, a light attribute on the top. I call this lead, this gold, 3 atoms in between those 2 elements, lead being toxic, gold being healthy. The slave archetype in its lead, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So that makes it very personal, right? So if you look at what are the choices I am terrified to make and I'm hemorrhaging my power horizontally, just not this way, because that's the gold, surrendering your power of choice, throat chakra willpower, to the divine with complete trust. And you can have this a reason or season or a lifetime. For me, it tends to come in reasons, right? It comes in for a day and it's gone. And yet, my spiritual practice, I surrender my will to the divine perpetually. You should see the prayers and the meditations I do before I hit this camera, right? The button on that camera. So, let's go in. Heart, third eye, crown. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. My goddesses override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My goddesses, what do they need to be aware of? Heart, third eye, crown with the slave in the 8th. The Gemini card! Hina, the Maiden of Blades. That would be the Knight of Swords. In traditional tarot, we're going to get these all on the table and then we'll put it all together. Let's see what that looks like from the outside in, inside out. Please take a nice deep breath. In this faster, my gods are good. Still point. Oh, my gods override. A place for everything and a place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved gods, what do you got? What do they need to be aware of outside and inside out? Lower 3 chakras, Ace of Swords, Athena in the mythic tarot, a seed of thought, coming or going, like in that. A lot of air, not shocked. So here we go. The voices of the higher selves of all involved. So if there's more than one person involved here, usually there is, their higher selves have a say too. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. as we will it, so let it be done. Higher selves of all involved, what is the whisper of love? The Geminis and the cross-watchers need to alchemize their shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, slave in the 8th, Gemini on the inner, Ace of Swords on the outer in this Timeless Chakra Read. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love, and that is absolutely true. And sometimes all you gotta just say is thank you, and then re-gift it, whatever. I'm kidding. Sort of. Yeah, I'm giving a lot of stuff away that people... I've got a lot of magical tchotchkes ready that are not coming to Saratoga. So let's do this. Matt Kahn healing mantra to bring it home, to bring it all together. And cross-watchers, heads up. Here's the one where you can really be of a beneficial healing alignment thingy. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly on behalf of the Gemini Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers, please, a place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. What's a perfect healing mantra to help them bring this to alignment? Into alignment, to be the happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser versions of themselves in the golden timeline of this lifetime for this Timeless Chakra Read. Inspiring others. I hope others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts, right? So what a great way to receive something, right? It's like, you're so good at this. You know exactly what I needed. Don't lie. Well, Geminis, good luck. Because you're like, just say this. I'm like, no, let's be honest and loving. I get it. Romulus and Remus, you're dealing. But with that slave archetype, I think this does kind of make sense. So, like we said, the main shadow work, if you want to call it, your alchemy here is about surrendering your will to the divine. So if you don't know what to say or how to do this, totally makes sense, right? So you just say, I don't know, show me. The grace of humility is the first grace and the last grace. That's in my book, Words of Grace, because it is my saving grace. Grant me the maiden grace of humility to know that I do not know, but I am willing to be shown. That I've been doing that for so long, well over a decade, making that part of my everyday spiritual practice. And this feels like a rather spiritual vibe here. If you're talking about inspiring others, the word spirit's in the word inspired. So particularly with the moon, like, I don't know, show me. And then the inspiration comes. And I think that's what this can be. I mean, this is you really being authentic on the inside. The Gemini card, mutable air, Hina, the Maiden of Blades. Certainly a lot of thought. Very third eye, but also very throat chakra, right? So, third house, Gemini, communication, self-expression, and all of that. And throat chakra, surrendering your will to the divine. This could be about prayer as well. But with the Ace of Swords, Athena, goddess of wisdom here, either giving you or coming from, that could be an initiating of communication. Or maybe something comes in that you receive something with love and appreciation. Like if someone inspires you, you can inspire them in return. So let me read you the bookie book here for inspiring others. There's only one bookie book in this read. So breathe it in. What can I tell you? These work. I have had this deck since it came out in 2018. Inspiring others. I help others feel inspired by acknowledging their gifts. And you know what? I really do. When others are inspired, you allow them to take center stage and step into a greater acknowledgement of their personal power. When others are made to feel useful, they are likely to embrace more courageous decisions as their self-worth increases. I love this part. Imagine the perfection of not having to do everything by yourself and infusing others with a greater sense of purpose just by asking for their help. So instead of hemorrhaging your power to an external authority, do it to a higher authority and then see who shows up, see what is brought and receive it with love and appreciation, and then acknowledge their gifts. This is like a puzzle piece, very easy. It's not a matter of feeling weak or being incapable. Instead, it's about realizing the gift of inspiration you possess simply by inviting others to be a part of your day. work. I mean, it's really good. This mantra is ideal for increasing intimacy in relationships, resolving martyrdom, which I think we all need to work on that, considering the state of the world, and communicating your needs. Well, certainly I would say start in prayer and meditation, spell work, light a candle, light some sage, you do you. But certainly this is a very clear, very clean, but certainly simple but not easy archetype. We can all feel like slaves to certain people, places, and things in all sorts of different ways. So the idea is not to judge ourselves for that. It's to understand that this is a contract that we came in that can actually make us masters, right? From slave to master. Now you can also do servant to master, but there's a difference between the servant archetype and the slave archetype. The servant has a choice, the slave doesn't. Abdicate that way, not this way. Ooh, abdicate, big word. All right, let's put this together in a blessimation. I love what I do. And I'm really excited to set up the studio in the new house. Oh, I made a video called, what did I call it again? Moving and Looking Forward. It's a fun little vid I did to let people know what the hell's going on. All right, here we go. Let's do the blessimation. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. And we end as we began. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to align their chakras, surrendering their power of choice to the divine with complete trust, which comes bit by bit by bit. With the Gemini card on the inside, I would definitely think their third eye and their throat chakra being mutable air as it is, there are a lot of choices and decisions, but a lot of options, particularly surrendering their will to the divine, because there is a seed of truth, this piece of information, something that can be expanded upon. Maybe the beginning of a mental journey, something new has popped in there. So if they can receive it with love and appreciation, it really is a way of showing their love, inspiring others as they go, helping others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts so that all involved can heal, grow, learn, evolve, become the best that they can be, the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest versions of themselves in the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest way for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So motivate. And so it is. That was good. If you liked it, just hit the thumbs up. Helps other Geminis and crosswatchers find it. If you want more of me here on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, comment, all of the YouTubey stuff, and do check out my Patreon. We got quite the menu over there. I love it. One of my patrons is actually coming to the house tomorrow to take some magical stuff, maybe even some practical stuff, and get a reading. I'm so excited for it. My life has changed drastically, but it's all unfolding according to how I surrender my will to the divine. It is not a passive thing. Just surrender your will to the divine. It may feel that way for a hot second, and then the inspiration comes and you act on it, and you're surprised how it's better than anything you could have maybe even thought of, right? So hang in there. You have the ability to do this. I mean, your tarot is all air, right? So, and having your own sign show up on the inside. You may not have to talk to others about this, but certainly talk to your higher power, or whatever you call it. So seriously, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed. Hang in there. You can do this. Remember, you're outrageous. You're a truly, truly, truly outrageous. Heal. Hell. Farewell, you gems, and blessed, blessed be.